defense, if you get your opportunity to take it away and give it back to your offense, you've got to make the play.
1st and 10. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup. Fresh set of downs.
This dude has a squad. Gonna be tough.
Come on, come on. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Fix the Eagle, fix the Eagle.
They'll stay on the ground. Room to run inside the 40. What about that? Out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. It's a big one for Tennessee. An even 40 yards. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Now it's Brissett. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. Operating from the gun is Brissett. That is brought in at the 10.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on 3rd down. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Tennessee. The extra point.
I will say quite the Titans theme team.
And the Titans will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Jones now on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. On play action, it's Vick. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
On 3rd down, it's Vick. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And this is going to set up a long field ahead. Backed up as it is touchdown inside the 10. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
Every staff in the league that understands it, we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted. The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
Play action, and here's Brissett. He'll go right and find his running back. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
So after one, it's the Titans out to the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Second and a yard. Now here's Burton, the fullback. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down. Now a give on the ground. He's got room to the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs, kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. On play action, Brissett. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. It's scooped up by the Falcons. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
Here's Vic. The second down throw is incomplete.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
He's going to air this one out for Jones. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50.
Giraffe.
Here's first and 10. Here is Brissett. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He'll tuck it and take off. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
We'll try the right side this time. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Titans. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Jones now on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
They're on the 32-yard line.
Vic gonna look to throw. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Southern California.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Brissett. Now he'll run it. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Brissett. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. A huge play just before the half. It's a gain of 34. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Titans stake themselves to a 17-0 lead. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Jones now on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. And not a whole lot there, up to about the 25. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Throwing now, Vick. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At the 45-yard line.
Now a run on first down. Yeah. And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Now they'll set up to throw. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
We're going to find out pretty quickly how aggressive this head coach wants to be here, Mike. All the analytics say on the plus side of the 50, you've got to go for it. You have to take advantage of this field position and try to come away with 6. Big decision here, but I think they've got to go for it.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Titans open it up a bit further. They now lead 20-0. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Jones now on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
You're getting fucked up.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. To throw, here's Vick. He'll get this out to his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 27 yards. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Vick. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
11 more yards. That's another.
To the air, it's Vick. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Jack Gibbons.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field.
This dude is gay
In
AF.
these zones, I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
They'll go play action here with Brissett. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Ready, ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Here we go, set.
Now, Vic. He'll look London's way again. This complete again. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
13 yards on the play. And the Falcons.
Throwing is Vic. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
A dazzling facility located here in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Glad you could join us, football fans, as we get ready for kickoff. It's Kate, Scott, and Brock Hewitt up in the booth. And Brock, I want you to take us back down to the field. When you were a player, what are these moments like just before the game begins and you take the field for the first time?
Well, you wish you could hit fast forward. You wish you could just get to this, right? Because you are so ready to go. You've done
Might as well quit this shit now.
Of the week. And I think this is where it is a little different than maybe my era a couple decades ago. These guys visualize. These guys self-talk. There is so much mental work being done. They've already played this game in their mind in many ways, and they're just ready to go.
From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. He gets popped quickly. Not a nice feeling or a nice return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Kyler starting off with the throw. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Trying to find his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Murray. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. The rookie from Georgia has it. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate, in this game of adjustments in the game.
And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons parlay the interception into points. Falcon offense is ready. They're going for 2.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try it on the ground. And he'll get in. That gives them an 8-0 lead. So they stick with the hot hand partner, and he ends up adding 2 more on top of that touchdown.
I'd say 8 points is a pretty solid try's work for him.
Right.
And as long as he's producing, seeing the gaps, getting pads down, getting those tough yards, feed that man the ball. He won't be denied.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. From his own end zone, here we go. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to
Bro, just quit, bro.
That mess. Even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Falcons will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They're going play action. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Escapes the sack. But there's too much pressure, and he's brought down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grow their lead to 14-0. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Oh, yikes. That 2-point try was headed the wrong way. Just about everything going wrong on that attempt. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Chooses to bring this one out. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. Got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on it. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10, looking to throw. Has it down close. Touchdown, Atlanta. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as Well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
They're a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just a machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. Not much on the return. Should have kept that one in the end zone as the tackle's made at the 15-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he's tackled after gain.
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, excited for this one. Partner, what are we looking at here as this game gets rolling?
You know, I think this game is quite interesting in the fact, Mike, that I feel like before every week's matchup, we sit up here and we talk about quarterbacks in the passing game. And obviously, that is the direction the NFL has been headed for the last couple years. But in this matchup here today specifically, I think both these offenses want to flip that on its head. They want to control the clock, time management, ball control. Don't be afraid to punt the ball away and play defense. It's a little bit of an old school philosophy, but you have to do whatever it takes to win each matchup. And I think both of those formulas of these two teams are very similar.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. That's the safety, Talanoa Hufanga on the tackle. 2nd down and 8. From the gun, Richardson. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
He's got his receiver. It's Jones. A gain of 21 as they get the conversion on 4th down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the handoff, Jones. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
I half expected to see all 11 defenders piled up on top of him at the end of this run to make sure he was finally down, because a couple times on that run, it looked like he was cooked, only to shake off those tackles.
And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, Detroit. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's 1st possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to...
And this one is blocked. Big opening up the middle. He's inside the 40. And he's going to take this one back all the way. Disastrous. The block extra point leads to 2 for the defense instead of 1 for the offense. Jones now on the return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Vick.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short game.
He'll try to run for it. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down. Mooney in motion. On play action, it's Vick. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Southern California. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick six. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. That one is caught by Mooney. And he will be out of bounds on... He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's it. The ball comes out. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. To throw, here's Vic. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Vic gonna look to throw. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and
that one intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
On the give, it's Jones. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They run it once more with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Lions. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Drive will start on the ground. Big gain on the ground here.
You won't even come fucking tackle me, bum.
Past the 40-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Right back to him on first down. He'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 45. Off the play fake. Here's Vic. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Down the sideline. And he will score. Jonnu Smith. Touchdown, Atlanta. Using the tight end to get to the end zone. Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but
that's in the end zone and intercepted.
That decision to go for two was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for two. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Ready?
The drive begins with a carry by Jones. A good spot here, second and a yard.
18, Radley, 18, Radley.
Throwing, Richardson. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
19, Lions. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, 70.
Now Richardson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. The Lions call their first timeout. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock.
That's good for the Lions.
Mustang 19.
On first down, it's Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. This is Jones. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
He's going to air this one out for Jones. And the Falcons are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Now, Vic. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. To throw is Vic. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. third quarter begins with a run. And a short pickup past the 25. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard. On 3rd down, it's Vick. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to air this one out for Jones.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 1st and 10. To the air. It's Vick. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Throwing now, Vick. Now, deep ball for London. To the end zone. It's intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On the ground now with Jones. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Falcons 8.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Let's go now.
To throw, it's Richardson. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Lions 1st down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Here's Jones. Jones, 1st down and more. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead. You're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Richardson. Quick throw here is complete. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds at the 2. Now it's Richardson. He'll keep it, and he will take it in himself. Anthony Richardson. Touchdown, Detroit. The decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Vic. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Mooney.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Here's Vic. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2. They'll drop to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. They try for 2, and it does not pan out. Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. It's scooped up by the Falcons.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
He's going to look downfield once again. And that final throw here is intercepted. And the Lions are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So it's a win here for the Lions. They proved much the best in
Piss
this
me off.
Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game.
Sorry. I played bad. Trying to play baseball or what?